Now, come along with Callie and Cozy and get tangled up in Disney.
No choice. Here comes the smolder.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Tangled Up in Disney episode 36. We're going to talk some updates, and then we're going to talk Lorcana because it has taken over our lives.
Yes.
This week.
It's so good.
It's great. So we're definitely going to dive into that. But there are some fun updates this week. I think my favorite update that I saw is that there's going to be a 12-episode Frozen podcast.
I just saw that.
Yeah. I'm
What?
hyped. So it's did you ever listen to like story radio?
Nope.
Where you'd listen in and they'd like tell a story. Like
Nope.
original podcasting almost. Well, it's basically that. So it's 12 episodes and they're going to be telling a story episode by episode of Anna and Elsa fighting against this new evil in Arendelle. And my theory is that it's set up for Frozen 3.
That's so cool.
So I'm really looking forward to it.
It's interesting that they're tapping into something other than movies or like a TV show.
Yeah, I was a little shocked by it. But I'm really, really excited. And they've done things like this before. Like Disney Junior has stories on like 3-4 minute long stories on Spotify that you can like play in the car. And it's like Car Tales or something like that. And we've listened to a few of them. So it's not the first time Disney's done something like this, but on this scale, it's the first time I've seen Disney do it. But I'm very happy about it because it gives us something to listen to while we're in the car. We have a bit of a car ride to get into town to go to like shops and stores and things.
Right.
So this gives us something to listen to while we do it, or even just to have on in the background while we're like cooking dinner or something.
Totally. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
I'm very excited. It's called Forces of Nature Season 1, and it features Anna, Elsa, Olaf, and several new characters trying to bring order to the kingdom and restore the spirits of nature.
Love that.
So that'll be awesome. Starts in October. We got a little bit.
Okay. We got Little Mermaid to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Before then. Give us something to do.
What was the Disney Plus date for that? Was that September?
September 6th, I believe.
Okay. Still waiting on that Elemental Disney Plus date.
True.
Speaking of, it's doing really well. Like it's doing well, but it's doing really well internationally. Looking at the top 15 movies this year in the international box office, it is ranked number 7 and is above Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, the Ant-Man and the Wasp movie, and John Wick 4. I didn't know there were 4 John Wicks. I only thought there were like 2. But it's doing well. I'm excited for it to finally come out on Disney Plus one day.
One day.
One day. Speaking of Disney Plus, this is a weird one for me. Disney's releasing Loki, WandaVision, and the first 2 seasons of Mandalorian in a collector's edition 4K UHD and Blu-ray packaging, which is the first time that Disney has done a physical release of Disney Plus exclusive shows.
Yeah, I saw that.
It feels weird.
It does. Because it's exclusive for a reason, right?
Yeah.
But now it's not.
Yeah. Because the whole point behind the exclusivity of the show was force people to sign up for Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Which they're struggling on Disney Plus subscribers. So if they keep putting things out on Blu-ray and DVD that are supposed to be exclusive, people are going to drop the Disney Plus subscription to wait long term for them to finally come out. If they're not just pirating, but like that's a whole separate thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's cool, I guess. I could almost understand it for The Mandalorian because Star Wars is its own whole thing. People want to own physical copies of that. But doing it for WandaVision and Loki feels really, really weird.
Yeah.
Like, you going to eventually do it for all the Marvel shows? I don't know. That one was weird to me.
They're trying to come up with some way to make Disney Plus profitable, but I feel like that's not the way to do it.
Well, this is not it.
People
So
are just
like,
gonna
I don't think this
stop.
is a way to. I don't.
What
This
are they
decision to me
thinking
doesn't
then?
feel like a make it profitable.
What are they thinking?
I mean, make more money because they're going to be selling it and people are going to buy it, but it's not doing anything for Disney Plus, I don't think. The only thing that I can think of is with Loki season 2 coming out, if you get people hooked on Loki season 1, they'll sign up to watch season 2. But then why WandaVision? Because you're not going to do any more WandaVision. That's it. That story's done.
Yeah.
It's like it's a whole, it's way down the line now, so that's not doing anything for anybody. Mandalorian is an extra season into that, and then you have so many other things you have to watch to really get a good grip on Mandalorian that, like,
Mm-hmm.
if you're not putting those things out, it's pointless. I don't know. This feels weird.
Very weird. I won't buy it.
I will not. I don't buy it. I don't. Oh, excuse me. I literally don't remember the last time I bought a Blu-ray or a DVD.
Me neither. I have some for like, because our van has a DVD player in it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like from forever ago. Like all of these DVDs, I don't buy any.
Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to think. My mom bought me Pride and Prejudice because I was dying for it. And I couldn't find it it's not like on streaming services and it was going to kill me. So she bought me Pride and Prejudice a while ago. I don't think it's been a while. Like it was pre having Aiden for sure.
Mm,
Because
mm-hmm.
like the only time we would buy it would be on Black Friday when they would have something like super, super on sale for us. But I still don't remember the last time I actually did it and like pulled the trigger on it.
Yeah.
If we did, it was a Disney movie and it wasn't because we hadn't seen it. It was because, oh, like it's like a vault thing. We need to grab it.
Right.
That has been a hot minute.
Yeah. No thanks.
This is a better addition to Disney Plus. Disney's announced new episodes of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse arriving in 2025 on Disney Junior and Disney Plus, and it will see the addition of Duffy the Bear to the Clubhouse crew, which is good. They don't do anything with Duffy. They need to do something with Duffy.
Who the heck is Duffy?
Exactly. You don't know because you're not Disney World. You're Disneyland.
Oh, yeah.
So Duffy the Bear was a big Epcot bear. And then internationally, it became loved so much that that's Tokyo Disney's big character.
Oh,
And they
with
have
the
like an
sailor
entire
outfit?
friend group. One of them, yeah.
Okay.
Duffy, very, very popular. There's also going to be new Young Jedi Adventures coming in 2024. So, new Star Wars stuff for the kiddos.
Oh, Breaks likes that one.
I have not turned that one on for Aiden yet.
It's good.
Need to, because I really want to start. I think he's too young to do Star Wars, but maybe in the next like 2 years.
We watched, we have movie night every Saturday, or we're trying to now.
Mm-hmm.
And we started the first episode 1.
Does he get
with
it?
him. Not really. He just watches
Okay.
it. He thinks it's
Okay.
cool, but I mean, I don't think he understands exactly what's happening.
The age that I've been looking at is like 6 or 7, because I think that's when the first ones came out for my dad, and he went to go see it and he loved them. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good one. That and Harry Potter. I'm so excited for both. I'm like, I'm not trying to rush you. I'm enjoying you while you're here, but I'm very excited for him, like getting to get into all of those movies. Hype. What else do I have? Radiator Springs Racers is currently closed for refurbishment.
Shocking.
It does reopen on the 27th of August, so it'll be a quick one.
That ride out is always shut down.
Yeah, but this one's for a refurb, not because it's not working.
That's true. I wonder what they're doing.
I don't know. Scott Guston said, there are rumors the refurb will include work on the raceway. I hope Lightning McQueen takes his time. And it's a picture of Lightning pulling the asphalt machine behind him.
Haha.
Spot on. That was good.
Good one, Scott.
I love him. He's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the updates, Scott. Oh, this is a big one for Disney World. We've been asking for quite some time. Parking trams are finally coming back to Epcot and Hollywood Studios in September.
Woo!
Woo! They're not super needed, I don't think, in either one because the parking lots are fairly close to the front of the park.
Right.
But it is good to have them because there are definitely days where it's like, man, if the tram was here, I'd just take the tram. Very needed in Magic Kingdom, let me tell you that. But not in. I'm torn on Epcot Holly, but I'm glad they are coming back.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Good for you.
Woo!
Disney World goers.
So we talked about the Moana's Journey of Water thing. Where did I just put this? There it is. And one of the things we talked about was it being Magic Band interactive, where with the new Magic Band Pluses,
Right.
you would like do something. It doesn't do that.
We were wrong. Good idea,
which
though.
I think is a miss. I think that's a miss. So people are happy that it's not required in order to enjoy the attraction. Like you're not required to have one of the super fancy Magic Bands. But most people are like, that was a giant miss to not include some type of interactivity with the new Magic Band Pluses. And I agree. If you're going to have it and you need a way to market it, because it is the new Magic Band, it's the more expensive Magic Band for you, you got to have reasons for people to buy the new Magic Band. And
True.
This would have been a good one.
Yep. Missed opportunity.
I don't know what they're doing these days.
Do they know
I feel
what they're doing these
everything
days?
Man, this was a missed opportunity.
Yeah. I don't think they know what they're doing.
No, I don't think so either. Let's see. Tiana's Palace has an opening date for Disneyland. It's going to be September 7th.
Oh.
The restaurant page is available, but the menu's not available yet. I'm very sad. I'm assuming they make it available in like the next week because reservation. Maybe it's not a reservation restaurant. Maybe it's a quick service. I don't know. I want a menu. As soon as we get a menu, y'all will know.
Yeah, you will.
I want the menu. Oh, it's going to be so good.
Fried chicken.
Probably not. Jambalaya, po' boys. That'll be the closest thing you get to fried chicken is po' boys.
Gumbo.
Jumbo, beignets, red rice and beans. Red beans and rice. Red beans and rice. Yeah.
Ah.
I don't think fried chicken's going to be on. There's probably going to be chicken tenders on the kids menu.
Hey.
But I wouldn't put it as a fried chicken place.
Always safe.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. It's raining
Ahsoka.
outside and it's so loud.
Is it?
Yeah.
Can't hear it.
I'm good.
Ahsoka is starting to do meet and greets in Disneyland.
Yeah,
starting August 23rd.
That premieres tonight, doesn't it?
It does.
2-night premiere.
And I think it's actually at like a normal time, thanks to Disney Plus. I think it's 9 p.m. as opposed to the 3 a.m. they had been doing.
Yeah.
So I think it's 9 p.m. Eastern. I haven't watched enough of any of it to actually be interested in this one. I've got to catch up on my Star Wars stuff.
Oh, so do I. I'm so behind.
I definitely want to watch it because I know people love her character, and I only know her a little bit from some of the Clone Wars stuff that I've watched. So I want to know more. Oh, what were the other things? I had like... Ooh, okay. There is a roller coaster company that has put out a video of their new suspended dark ride model. So this is really cool. You've been on the Peter Pan ride where
Yeah.
you like get in a boat and it has you up top.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like a way better version of that, where it's like almost like you're in like it's a ball joint, and so it can spin you around so you can see things from all directions. And as you're like going around the corner and stuff, it can like float you off to the side a little bit, so it feels like if you were in like a boat or something, it feels like you're actually like flying through the air in a Peter Pan boat. Their video looks so cool, and that's all people are talking about is update the Peter Pan ride or else create. There was art for a Little Mermaid ride idea that had you in a seashell, top suspended like that. People are like, oh, this would be perfect for that. So I'm very much looking forward to future rides possibly having this cool suspended ride system. It looks really cool.
I don't know if I get motion sick, so I feel like that would make it so much worse for me.
I mean, if it's real, it's not. It could probably be made to move fast, but the video, it's not moving fast. It just moves. Like
Still,
it feels like you're actually suspended. It's like it's the Peter Pan ride.
yeah. I'll just
You
take a
get, do you
grab
get
all.
motion sick on the Peter Pan ride?
I got sick. When we were in San Diego, we visited. There's like boats on the pier, so we would like pirate ships.
Yeah,
and we took the kids on them, and like standing on the boat, I started to get
yes,
sick.
being on it that makes sense. That's
Ugh.
normal.
Oh my gosh.
That is because of the movement of the boat. So,
So
that
bad.
is totally normal.
But although I always take a gravel in the morning, at lunch, and at night at Disney, so won't change.
Do what you got to do.
I do.
Make sure you don't get sick.
Mm-hmm.
This is really interesting, and one of the only reasons I wanted to talk about it is because I was really confused until somebody helped break it down. So the headline was Central Florida Tourism Oversight District, which is like the bad district that Disney doesn't like, vows to eliminate employee benefits like Walt Disney World passes and discounts. So here's the thing. You read that headline, and the first thing that comes to my mind is you're trying to take away cast member benefits, where they get the free park passes and the ability for discounts and to get people into the parks. And they have like a limited number of park passes they can use. It's not. It is, in fact, their own employees that they are trying to get rid of those discounts for because they pay for them. They get billed every quarter for the benefits that their own that's oversight district uses. And it's to the tune of like $1 million. And taxpayers pay for that. Whereas Disney's cast members are obviously paid for by Disney. This oversight district, it is actual Florida taxpayer money that pays for these things. So very misleading headline. Taxpayers should not have to pay for your employee benefits. If you want to give your employee those benefits, you have to find a way to budget for that.
Yeah.
So don't believe the headlines all the time. Okay. Disney food. Disneyland has announced a lot of their Halloween food, and it looks so good. So, pulling it open.
Was that the cocoa inspired banners?
There are some cocoa inspired ones.
Yeah, those looked cool.
So there's a cocoa sipper that looks really cool. So like a drink thing. There's new chili verde chicken flautas, which are chiquitos for like normal people.
Ooh, mm-hmm.
So that would be fantastic.
That's yummy.
They're bringing back the horchata cheesecake. And then what else was there? There's some beef tacos that are coming, carnita burritos, a chorizo quesadilla, which sounds amazing. This says plant-based, so then I'm curious as to what part of it's chorizo and why it's named chorizo if it's plant-based, but obviously going to have like elotes, lots of beans and rice. The Dante straw. There's a Dante straw clip that holds the straw. Especially so it's for like your reusable straws. You bring in like your own straw or you use reusable ones there. That looks really cool. And then the skull sipper looks really, really cool. So it's like Day of
Yeah.
the Dead style.
That's what I saw.
And that starts September 15th. So the straw clip starts September 1st while supplies last. Skull sipper starts September 15th while supplies last. Those will sell out.
Just like popcorn buckets.
Yep. Because they're really, really cool. But there's a ton of stuff, let me tell you guys. So like that's all kind of the Coco and Day of the Dead style foods. And then they announced like normal Halloween style foods. Or I shouldn't say normal, other Halloween style foods.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm scrolling too fast and it's making my eyes go weird. I just want the link. Give me the Zelda. Oh, okay, there it is. Whew, that was... my eyes were going cross-eyed. Okay, what is coming back? So starting as early as August 29th, there's going to be poison apple funnel cake fries, a spicy chili dog, and then a special Minnie Mouse Hocus Pocus Halloween sipper on September 5th, which will again sell out. A vampire alien macaron, a chocolate ginger blueberry mousse. I wonder how a ginger creme brulee would taste.
I don't know.
Spicy chicken sandwich, which sounds very familiar to the spicy chicken sandwich that they have in Disney World right now, which I've heard great things about.
Sounds delicious.
Pecan pie sundae, special cheeseburgers, red pepper cheese onion rings, and red pepper cheese fries, which sound great. Chai spiced pumpkin iced tea. Oh, iced tea, chai tea flavored syrup, pumpkin puree cream, and pumpkin candy crystals. I would be all over that.
Do you like pumpkin?
I love pumpkin and I love chai. Chai is always my favorite.
Well, there you go.
Chai is a pumpkin chai cream puff. Yes, please. Y'all go check out these foods. These look so good. And they've at the Red Rose Tavern, they have the grave stuff, which is traditional gray stuff with tombstone chocolate decorations and sprinkles.
Oh, cool.
That's adorable. Oh, there's so much. So yeah, so you guys want to see the full food list. There's a lot. Like, let me tell you, I would waste so much time if I just sat here and read all of the... I'm still scrolling. I'm still scrolling and there's still new foods coming up. So we will talk more food as things come up. If Cozy takes her trip this year, we'll talk to her about the food that she sees. So we'll definitely be very food focused around different things like that. So the food looks great. Oh my God. I think that was it because I was saving the food stuff. So Lorcana.
Oh, yes.
So Lorcana came out. And this is actually really funny. Trey noticed this when we bought a booster box on Sunday. Disney Lorcana booster pack box design allows resellers to pull cards from the box without breaking the seal. So if you are buying a booster box, wherever you are when you buy it, you should rip it open and count your packs. Because
yeah, why did they do that? Not
it's not wrapped.
wrap it.
It's really weird. So Trey, when we got home with one of the booster boxes, he was looking at the box, and the back of the box is able to be kind of tabbed open a little bit, and you can just slip packs right out of it. You're not breaking the seal that's because it's just a paper seal or like a cardboard seal that's on it.
Yeah.
So because they're not shrink wrapped anything, so these will be people can do bad things with these. So my recommendation would be if you are buying a booster box in person, rip it right there, count your packs. That way if you're missing something, you can tell the person right then and there, I'm missing a pack. You need to make me whole for this. And they can't accuse you of like hiding a pack somewhere.
Right.
It also means that these booster boxes, I don't think are really going to be as savable as the Pokemon like booster boxes have been,
Mm-hmm.
where you can like find nice sealed Pokemon booster boxes that have been sealed forever. I don't know that these are going to hold any type of value like that because they're not sealable. So like, I guess you could buy one and shrink wrap it yourself.
Do you think after this chapter or whatever, because this is the first chapter, do you think they'll end up maybe being like, okay, maybe we should?
They will have to change the design.
Wrap
This
it?
will cause problems because if they're not packed well enough for shipping, packs 100% can fall out of the box of no one's intentions. Like it just comes out.
Hmm.
So this will be a lesson learned that they will need to do something about changing either if they're still not going to seal the box, like shrink wrap it or something. I don't know if they're trying to like stay away from as much plastic and they're just trying to use cardboard as much as possible. They're going to need to do something different.
Right. Because so I got an Illumineers Trove. There's one at this card store and I got it. And that's impossible to steal packs from. Because it's sealed, but then it's also in
Because it gives you the storage box.
it gives you a box.
Yeah.
So that's nice. But again, only eight packs in it, not 24. So interesting.
Yeah. So Lorcana released to game shops, card shops last week, so on Friday. And then the retail release for US, Canada, and Mexico, I believe, is September 1st.
I'm so excited.
If you weren't able to find stuff from a card shop, be on the lookout September 1st. I would recommend getting to your store when they open if you want something right away. Places weren't as sold out as they didn't sell out as quickly as I thought they would. Like our local card shop had a good bit of stock, but still, so it released Friday. They opened at 12. And I thought they were going to sell out that day. And they still had stuff, not much, but they still had stuff when we went back in the next day on Saturday at like 1 or 2 p.m. So it's not selling out as fast as I thought it would, but it's certainly selling out faster than other card games that have releases like this.
Yeah.
At a premium.
Oh my gosh.
It's definitely going to be much easier on your wallets to find at retail. So MSRP on a booster pack is 12 cards, is $6 US. Most card shops that we are finding a US based is an average of $10 or $11 a pack is what they're selling them for.
Yeah, here it's $16.
Yeah, y'all's is crazy, and then with that Canadian markup, like,
yeah,
it feels really bad.
Yeah, so I have not bought single packs. I've bought starter decks, and they probably shouldn't have because they are marked up. But so is this.
I said, but you have them. We can't find the Trove anywhere. Everybody sold out.
Yeah, I called when they got their shipment. Thank goodness. And I was like, oh, you wouldn't happen to like put that on hold for me, would you? He's like, oh yeah, I can do that. It's like, what? All these other card shops that I've seen are first come, first serve. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'll just put it aside. I was like, yes. But I need to I got 2 of the 3 starter decks, but I want the third because I would like to I want to collect all the cards.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to build good physical decks as well. So.
It's a decent starter deck. It's good. It's because it's the red and green one you're missing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's out of the 3 that you have. That one's probably one of my favorites. It's good. So they have Lorcana. So Lorcana has it's a trading card game. It's very similar to Magic the Gathering from what I've heard. I'm not a Magic the Gathering person, so whatever, learn this on the fly. You have character cards, you have action cards, and you have item cards. And your character cards You send them out on quests if you're not like attacking another character card, and they gain lore. And so the entire point of the game is to be the first person to hit 20 lore. One thing that I thought was really interesting is that typical card games are 1v1. Lorcana, you can play with a large group of people, and the rules stay exactly the same. You just have more people that you can attack or that can attack you, and it's still just a rush to 20 lore. So I thought that was really cool. Like if you have like a group of 3 and you guys don't want to take turns, you can technically play in one group.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting dynamic having more than one person you're playing against.
Yeah, it changes the strategy a lot
Yeah.
because you have 2 people that you're looking for now.
Ooh. I don't know
So
about that.
I thought that was really interesting. That was an interesting game decision on their part. I think it's a good one. I mean, traditional tournaments are still going to be 1v1.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't really do anything where you have multiple people like that for a tournament style game.
No.
And these are intended to be played tournament style. People are waiting for organized play and tournaments to start. There's a ladder board online already, which we'll talk about. So it's intended for tournament play. But so you play the game by collecting all of these lore, and there's 6 different types of ink. So it's like 6 different groups of characters. So I think of it like Pokemon. Pokemon, you have different types of Pokemon. You can play an electric water deck. You can play a poison, grass, fire deck. Very similarly with Lorcana, you can play either a 1 ink or a 2 ink deck. You can't mix any more than that, so you have to pick a max of 2. And they are based off of like gems. So there's amethyst, sapphire, ruby, emeralds, topaz, I think, and steel.
I think it's amber.
Amber. Yeah, you're right, amber. So it's yellow, purple, green, red, blue, and gray, basically. And it is each of the decks have their own kind of style. So a lot of the fun in building a deck, if you're not just a straight card collector, is learning all the different styles of the game and how to play it. For example, sapphire or blue is ink acceleration. So the cards are really good at putting ink in your inkwell, which is like your mana, and that's how you play larger cost characters. So blues are really good for that. Red or ruby is very aggressive and is going to give you lore and take lore away from your opponent, which obviously helps you win. Steel is very, very good at getting you cards. Steel is one of the only decks that allows you a strong draw power as well as attacking characters that you wouldn't typically be able to attack per the rules of the game. So each one of the colors has a different strength to it. And obviously the point tournament-wise is to build the strongest deck out of 1 or 2 color inks. And it's been fun.
Tons of
has
fun.
been fun. I have never deck built before. Even when I played Pokemon, I'd always find a list online. And I might adjust the list I find online. Like, oh, I don't like this for me personally. I like playing this many of this card.
Right.
I built my own deck for Lorcana this weekend, and it's not bad.
Not
I gotta fix it
bad.
a little bit. So I was pretty proud of that because I'm like looking at deck building online, and I'm not on this. I'm trying it on my own.
Yeah, I built one yesterday by myself, and then you helped me out. And then I built another one today, but I haven't even tried it. And I've never even played a TCG before, a trading card game. It's
You
just
played some Magic, didn't you? You said your cousins taught you.
yeah, I played like maybe 3 times.
That's a rough one.
Oh yeah. I was like, what?
So Lorcana has been super, super fun already. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm missing 5 cards, not including the Enchanteds. We haven't pulled any Enchanteds ourselves yet. Miss over here.
I pulled the second best card. Stitch
Is it
Enchanted.
really?
Yeah. I looked it up. The most valuable is the Elsa.
I was gonna say the Elsa definitely is.
at like 350, and then it's this one.
Nice.
And then Tinkerbell, Giant Fairy.
Oh yeah, the giant one's big. No pun intended.
Ha ha ha.
We have so we're missing out of like the stand. So there's 204 cards in the set. We're missing 5, and they're all character cards.
Ooh.
And they are 2 of them are the most expensive cards that are not enchanted, which means I'm never going to be able to talk somebody into trading for me. So I'm hoping I'm just pull.
Yeah.
Hoping I pull to get those, but like we're still these cards. This is what I find entertaining and that I like about Disney trading card. I can pull something and I know it's going to hold value. Like we pulled the hollow Mickey Mouse, like the Brave Little Tailor.
Mhm.
That's a $90-$100 card. That's
Nice.
basically like Charizard in Disney terms. Like that Mickey's never going to lose value
Right.
because it's Mickey Mouse.
Right.
It's a special Mickey Mouse card. Disney people are going to be there for it for like ever.
Get it graded.
It's so expensive to grade cards.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not planning on selling something, I'm not wasting my money grading it.
Right. That's fair.
I also don't know how they're grading these yet. I don't know what the grade. Like I can look at a Pokemon card and I can get fairly close to how something's going to get graded. I don't know how these are getting graded yet.
Yeah.
I don't know what the edges. I don't know what it looks like. Quality wise though, speaking of, so we've gone through a lot of cards. A lot of cards. The quality on these are fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't run, knock on wood, we haven't run into any misprints, miscuts. The packages are all done correctly. Nothing is severely off on the edges. The cards are a nice thick material. They're not real thin and flimsy. I'm hoping they maintain that.
Yeah.
I like them a lot.
No, they're really, and I honestly like the art on them.
Oh, the art is so good.
I don't think there's like they didn't miss with the art. I don't think
They did a good job. The attacks and abilities the characters have fit the characters. Like it's very well thought out. Disney and Ravensburger did an amazing job building this.
Mhm.
For collectors, it's going to be great. For TCG players, it's also going to be great. The game is easy enough for kids to pick it up, but it is challenging and strategic enough to entice standard TCG players, I think.
Yeah.
And I think tournaments will become popular with that unless it the only thing I could foresee being an issue is them like stalling out and not putting new sets out. But that would be silly because they've already made so much money off of an initial drop for this because places are like sold out, even as highly priced as they are. Like it would be silly for them to not continue.
Yeah, it's very very sought after, which you'll love to see.
Yeah.
Because I'd love to see like way more competitive play and stuff. That'd be so fun.
Yeah. So what's really exciting is that, it's an in-person TCG. That can be difficult for people like us to go and do an in-person tournament and to get any type of practice. Like even if you're planning on playing in any organized play, if you want to practice, if you don't have somebody who's down in person to practice with you all the time, it can be very difficult. Somebody has already done a fan-made client, and Cozy's been playing it. My husband found it, has been playing it, and it is amazing.
It works phenomenally, especially for a fan-made client. Like
it doesn't feel fan-made at all.
No, they did an amazing job.
It's based off of, I think it's Hearthstone was like the original client that they used. And you basically download this version of it, go into their Discord and download the images of the cards, and all the rules are already in there and you're off and running. You build your own deck. The cards are identical to released cards. And like I said, the rules are already there. So if you're learning to play, it's a great way to learn. Because you don't have to worry about sitting there and trying to read the rules and go, what can I do? The game tells you what you can and you can't do. I I do recommend reading the rules before you play your first game so you have an idea of it, but because it's not like a tutorial. But if you're unsure on a certain rule, this game will lead you in the right direction because you won't be able to do certain things.
Yeah.
Or you will be able to do certain things. And so it's not only that, it's great practice for building a deck because you have all of the cards available to you. So you can build whatever deck you want, regardless of what cards you have in person, which is always a stopper when you're trying to run something in a tournament. You want to practice and see if it's good. If you don't have the card in person, you can't play it in an in-person tournament.
Yeah.
So you want to run something that has 4 of those healing glow Rapunzels that I'm missing. It's one of my missing cards. You and on the online client, I can play like I have her. So it was great. And then you can play with your friends too, because it's online play. So there's a tournament ladder online. You can build up your rank by doing that. You're playing against real people who are also learning. If you really want to get into tournament competitive play, that is the best way to do it, especially because not many places are doing frequent organized play.
Yeah.
I have 2 stores that are going to be doing it, and neither one have put out a date for like their first attempt at organized play.
Yeah, I know of one store. But yeah, I don't know if there's dates yet. I think you have to use their decks too.
I have never heard of that. That's insane.
This one place, yeah.
That's going to be a hard pass for me. I don't know what y'all doing.
Yeah.
I'll build my own deck, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
So, super fun. Yeah, Lorcana has been great. I'm very much looking forward to retail release.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, it's good for people who have played TCGs. Good for people who want to learn. I don't think it's too hard.
Yeah,
and then
very
also just for
well-rounded.
people who want to collect the cards, I think it's all, especially big Disney fans. It's like,
Yeah.
it's worth it.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's a big collecting thing for
Yeah.
sure. Like even if you're not gonna play, the cards are beautiful enough to collect.
Oh,
And I honestly, being Disney, they're gonna hold value.
Yeah.
It's not like you're buying into the Dragon Ball TCG and they're just gonna drop value because nobody cares about the game 2 years from now.
yeah.
It's Disney. You know the value is gonna. It may not be $300 for an Enchanted Elsa 5 years down the road from now. It could be more. It could be less. But you can pretty much bet that's going to be a decent amount.
Oh, yeah. Which is so good. I hope it gets to a point where it's like as big as Magic. That's what they're hoping. That's what I've seen, like headlines and stuff. That's what they want.
They did a good job for an initial start, if that's the plan. Ravensburger did a fantastic job. The quality is there.
Yeah.
We were so worried that it was going to be just a nothing kid game.
Yeah.
Super easy to pick up, but not hard at all. It's so much fun. It is deceptively fun.
Oh, yeah.
Until you build a bad deck and you just get squashed and then you want to throw things.
Yeah. I'm really good at that.
Oh. I didn't have anything else.
Yeah, no, just go buy cards, but wait till they're at retail.
If you are anywhere other than Alberta and VA, buy cards. If you're in those areas, don't buy cards.
Yeah, let me drain my bank account.
The cards.
Oh no.
Sheesh. Yeah, that was what a weekend. Well, thank you guys for hanging out. We hope you guys enjoyed listening to a little bit of Lorcana and the updates this week. Next week, I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll figure it out. We always do. We always figure it out.
Oh yeah. Easy.
So tune in next week to see what is going on. But until then, hope you guys have the best day ever. And we will talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.